Together, everybody achieves more. And that's where team stands for. You know, in the team, make your own team. Make sure that you have the knowledge, because, you know, from a chain, the weakest person, you know, can break the chain. So educate, help each other to understand. And that's why we work in team. We have every Sunday at US prime time or UK prime time, we have a training by Trashit from India. That is recorded and it is already on YouTube. And every Sunday he's doing that live. But for the time difference, that would be 3 o'clock at night here. I suggest that you look at the recordings also. So how to sign up? Always use the referral link from the person who invited you. You know, that person didn't think about you. You know, in the industry, you have a lot of people, they try to cross-recruit. In Waas, there is a zero policy. If people cross-recruit, the person who is cross-recruited and the person who is doing cross-recruiting is going out. There is zero tolerance. So always use the Waas network, waas.network website. Always check that you have the right website. How to start? You can start with a minor, $50. You can start with Capital 3.0. You can start with 9Pay. You can already purchase it. And, yeah. So to qualify, you need to purchase a package. And then you have to bring in 2 people, one on the left, one on the right. But I tell to the people, make this yourself. One on the left, one on the right, so you make 3 positions and you can activate them yourself. Even you can make 7 positions. You don't need to pay them at once. I will show you how you do with little money, making big money. So if you start with number 1, this is you, yourself. You sign yourself up with 2 and 3. So 1 is signing up 2 and 3. 2 is bringing in 4 and 5. And 3 is doing 6 and 7. But this can all be you. And why? Because in the future you can earn 3 times 10%. Very important. And you don't need to activate them at once. I will show you. So let's say you start $50, 1 position. You do left and right because now you're qualified for a premium. You earn 5% and 10% in the kickback and the matching. You can start with every position $50. That would be $250 in total. But to reduce the costs, you can say, hey, I'm just going to pay for 5 positions. That is the main position, left and right, because you want to have the 10% from the sponsor of this building here. But this position, you need also left and right because you're working on this position. So why do I explain to work on this position? In this business, you have 3x and 5x. So every time when you buy a new package on this position, you earn yourself 5%. If your sponsor wants to make more money, he has to bring more volume on your left side. You understand? So, if your sponsor is on the other side, let me see. Let's say the sponsor is now on the other side, you see here, then he's building in the right leg, and you have your working position in the left side. So that's why you need to activate this position, $50, $50, $50. This position, $50, $50. Now you recruit people left and right. So even if your sponsor is building, you can just $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, because you're working here. These 2 you do not need to qualify now. You don't need to. You can do it later if you want, but you don't need it now. Also from this position, this one. This position is where you use this username and you bring volume left and right. You make this position Shiba as soon as possible. Because every time when you have money here, you rebuy because of the 3 or 5x. You rebuy here and you make yourself 5%. Your sponsor is building here in this line, so then you earn 10% from this volume here and here. So when there is a lot of volume from the sponsor, you do a lot of rebuys on this one, and he makes a lot of 5%. I hope you understand this part. So, first, you qualify these positions with $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, and when you're premium, then you buy, let's say, the $500 package. Because on that moment, you get yourself 5% of the $500 directly. The next day, you have 5% from the 500. Don't make the mistake. If your sponsor is on the other side, here, he will build here, then you qualify this, this, and this, and here, left and right. And when you're paid, you can upgrade yourself with a bigger package and you get here. So that is what we teach the people. And the goal is, of course, to do $100,000 in the left leg and to do $100,000 in the right leg. So this is the goal. This is what we built. And you can decide to have this position in your working position or in your main position. But this is actually the ultimate goal. So, qualify for the Ascension Clubs, Shiba, Tron, Doge, Cardano. You really have to become Shiba as soon as possible. It's a mindset. If you bring in the leverage, and everybody is doing $50, $100, people rebuying, it goes faster than you think. You see all the positions here, and what I always say to people, at first 100,000 left and right is where you have to build a team. Once you build a team, it's just 150,000 more. 250,000 from Trump is 150,000 more than the 100,000. The $500,000 is just 250,000 more. But the first team, that left and right, that community, that is where you have to focus on, because that will help you in the future to grow bigger. The main position, of course, that highest position is Bitcoin. 20,000, 20 million, 20 million. And calculations are always an example, so never a promise. Make sure if we do calculations in the presentation. So, now I want to do a test, and I will do it interactively. So, we have personal vs overspill. So, when your sponsor is bringing in a person under you, he or she will get the 5%. Every time when the person is buying and rebuying a package, the sponsor is getting the 5%. But the volume is calculated for you.